Once I'm settled, I'm okay. Good. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm out here with Brandon Lee Gardner, and we are at the Cedar in Huffman at Lake Houston. And he's going to be taking the stage in a couple of minutes. But before that, we get to hear a little about what he does and why he chose this profession, and learn a little bit about what makes him tick. So thank you, Brandon, for taking the time to talk with me before you perform tonight.
Thanks for coming out and having fun at the Cedar with me, man. It's going to be fun.
Good. Yes, it will. So one of my first questions is, I was looking at your profile, checking up on you, and it says you lived in Vail, Colorado, but you were born in Crosby.
Yeah.
You're actually back to Crosby. So tell me a little bit about that journey, if you would.
So I grew up right down the road here in Crosby. Went to college like my parents asked me to, and that didn't really work out.
What did you study?
I studied geology at Texas A&M for 4 years, and then transferred over to Sam Houston, where I just got burned out of school and decided I wanted to be a snow bum for a while. And so I dropped out of school, and I moved to Vail, Colorado on a 2-day notice. Gave all my friends and family 2 days. I packed my bags, sold all my stuff, and threw a guitar in my Jeep and hit the road. I lived there for 6 years. I played music for a living. It was, a wonderful time, and I had the opportunity to play at the Red Lion, which is America's #1 ski bar.
Wow. Okay.
So if y'all are ever in Vail, Colorado, go check out the Red Lion and tell Dave Tucker and Johnny Schlepper I said hello. Those are the guys that play there now. Good friends of mine.
Great.
But yeah, and then I met my wife, and we decided that we wanted something a little more, and so we moved back to Texas, be close to family. And,
Great. So you actually live here on the water.
We live on the water.
And that's your boat out there.
That's our
you
boat
come by
out
boat.
there. Yeah.
I'm not jealous at all.
It's convenient, man. It only takes me like 3 minutes to get here.
Not jealous at all.
In the boat. It takes 15 minutes by car.
By car,
so
right. That's good.
Just makes sense.
So naturally you transitioned from what you said, geology,
right,
to music. So tell me about when did you decide that music was going to be your thing, your career?
Man, it wasn't. There was nothing natural about it. I got to Vail with no aspirations of being a musician.
Okay.
I wanted to be a bartender and a snow bum, and that was it. So I ended up going to an open mic when I first got there. I didn't know anyone, so I went to this open mic, and they're like, "Hey man, you're actually pretty good. You ought to go next door and meet the owner. His name's George Hilliard. He's my mentor. He actually bought me my first nice guitar, which I'm forever grateful for. And ended up, George Hilliard gave me a gig right on the spot.
Nice.
And yeah, he said, "That's that kid from Texas. That's Texas Brandon. He's going to be here every
Brandon.
Yeah, every Tuesday." That name stuck. I didn't want it, but it worked.
There could be worse names. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So what do you love most about this business? What's really, obviously you got into it. You kind of fell into it.
I fell into it.
But now you seem to be very passionate about it. So
Absolutely.
what about it you love the most?
I think interacting with the crowd is probably my favorite thing about playing live music. I really feed off the crowd. I mean, I try to go around and make it a point to pick on everyone out there and say, "Hey man, what are you into?" Try to get everyone involved so that everyone has a good time.
Right.
And I don't play music as much as I used to. I was playing 10 gigs a week up in Colorado.
Okay.
And now I play maybe 3 or 4 times a month, which is a little easier on the body and everything.
Right.
But yeah, I really enjoy the interactions and putting money in the tip jar.
Okay. So what did you find most challenging, or maybe something that surprised you about doing this?
Well, at first, how much money you don't make.
Okay.
I really cut my teeth in Huntsville, Texas. That's where I really learned how to play in front of people, and started a couple bands and played with some really good friends of mine.
So you played while you're still in college at Sam Houston?
Yeah. We ran an open mic there, and it was really tough back in the day trying to find a place that would pay us anything.
Right.
Most of the time we're playing for free beer.
Right.
If we're lucky.
Right. Yeah, college town. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of tough, but I don't know. It seems now that we're a little older, we find the places that appreciate good music. And,
Sure.
You know,
of
they're
course.
willing to pay for it.
Sure,
So
that's great.
makes it worthwhile. You know,
Well,
I do it just for fun nowadays.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
it's nice to get paid well too. So.
Sure, yes, it is good. So what song are we going to hear from you tonight?
So I'm going to play an original song that I wrote. It's called Halfway to Huntsville, and I wrote it.
Okay.
Yep. I put it on an EP that I released back in October last year. It's on iTunes, Spotify. It's called Blue Collar Dollars. It's the name of the EP.
Okay.
And I wrote this song about looking back and nostalgia, really. You know, of the
Okay.
good old days.
Right.
Halfway to Huntsville.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah.
Headlights shining up I-45, perfect night to go for a ride. Just let go and turn on the radio. A band of heathens are loud and clear. I'm running fast from what I fear. Prison town gonna fill my soul. So I'll be halfway to Huntsville, out of my mind, well on my way to hell. I'm making great time, and she'll be gone by the morning, leaving me high. I'm halfway to Huntsville, and I know I'll be alright. Those dark days I left behind, they caught up quick, just in time. Gonna ruin the best day of my life. Trade my dreams for suits and ties, gridlock traffic and bloodshot eyes. And every time I hear our song, I'll be halfway to Huntsville, out of my mind, well on my way to hell. I'm making great time, and she'll be gone by the morning, leaving me high. Halfway to Huntsville, and I know I'll be alright. I'm on my way to that home beyond the pine trees. Should I ever cross your mind, you know where I'll be. I'll be halfway to Huntsville, out of my mind. I'm well on my way to hell. I'm making great time, and she'll be gone by the morning, leaving me high. Halfway to Huntsville, and I know I'll be halfway to Huntsville, halfway to Huntsville. Thank you. It's an original song I wrote. It's called Halfway to Huntsville.
Well, that wraps it up for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll support local musicians like Brandon Lee. Go to his website, check him out. Or, you have a website or Facebook page?
Facebook.
Facebook,
Yeah,
okay.
just
Go to his
find me on
Facebook
Facebook.
page and support venues like this here at the Cedar. And most importantly, I hope that you can get out and enjoy life.
Cheers.
Cut.